Hi, welcome to my new channel. Today I'm going to walk through how I published these books, all using KDP, Amazon Publishing, and Canva, which are free platforms. I also used Procreate, which does cost money, but that's just to make the pictures. So as long as you can make pictures with anything and then you can upload it, that's all you need. So let's go. I primarily worked on my iPad for this project, or these projects. First, I drafted my story so that I could kind of lay out the format and figure out what pages I wanted what on. So this is OneNote, which is also free. I did my story outline and what activities I wanted to include, because in these particular series of books, I have activities at the end that follow along with the silly books. And so here I started numbering what part of the story I wanted on what page, and then those pages corresponded with what images I started to make and draft afterwards, which I did in Procreate. So we'll go over here. So this is just a quick draft example to show how I started. So you can go to KDP, Amazon Publishing, and look up what dimensions of the book you want. So I made my dimensions, I think 8.5 by 11. And then this is an example of my sketch. So I would sketch, my first sketch would be corresponding with page 1. My next sketch would be page 2. These aren't the actual page sketches. They're not the page number sketches. They're just copies. But for instance, page 2. And then I go over here, make another one. So I do that until I do all pages, and then I kind of export those out to the gallery to build one page at a time from there. Let's go over here. And so all these pages started out as the draft numbers of the other pages, if that makes sense. So I'd gather all of my pages, and then this is just an example of one close up. Once I start with my draft, I'd go in further with more and more detail. You can see at the bottom there a second ago was the very basic sketch, and then I add and add and add until I'm ready to save it. And I save it and add it to the gallery, and then I export all of these images. I would select them and then export, saving it as a PDF folder. And then you go over to Canva. And just to show an example, you would create the custom canvas that you want. And now I'm going to do 8 and 11 just to show you how to input the numbers. But again, KDP, Amazon Publishing has the specific dimensions that you're going to want to put in to account for the bleed and everything like that. And so we start your canvas, you would come and upload your images. I've had a lot of projects. Let me go find my smelly mermaid image. So input it, make it fit. Canva's really user-friendly. Make it fit, and then I would just add another page and upload the next one. And then you can also add text. Canva's really easy to use, like I said, and so they've got free text. Here's an example of all of my images loaded, and then I would just take it and add a page to fill the text in between to correspond with my story outline. So for instance, add a page, add the text, and Canva has both free text and paid for text. Also Canva, I like to spruce up my pages with some embellishments, especially for these fun kid books. And Canva has rulers and guides to help you have user-friendly experience. And so just scrolling through to show you what my final project kind of looked like. Again, I added different embellishments for my activities page. I wanted my activities to correspond again with different silly parts of the book. And you can change color on different things and change the text, change the layout and the format. So it's really nice to deal with. So yeah, these are really fun parts. And then lastly, the coloring pages, and this is just part of a Oh, and I don't have Pro Canva right this second, so I've got watermarks on there. But anytime you want to pay for something, you can pay individually or for Canva Pro overall. And then, so when you're done with this, you would export it and download it as a PDF so that you can upload it to KDP Publishing. There's just a wider view really fast. So this is what your final would look like. And note again, this top image, it looks like it's the cover image, but it won't print out like the cover image. You have to make a cover. That's a separate thing. It's a front and back like this. And so you've got the cover front and then the back. KDP, again, has dimensions for you. You put in your exact page number that it will be, and that helps you figure out how wide you need it to be so nothing is cut off. And you can pull in your back from a different resource, or you can make it on Canva. I made mine on Canva. And just pull in your cover and lay it everything as you want it. And then again, over here at KDP, whenever you're done, this is where you start putting in your, making your book. So this is my bookshelf. This is kind of the behind the scenes look. But for an example of making one, this is kind of the walkthrough. You put in your title, your author information, your category information, and then you come over here to the second page and it asks you for your inside formatting, you know, bleed or no bleed. For my books, I like matte covers, and you choose your dimensions. And these dimensions are not the same as the dimensions for print. You have to make sure you look at the dimensions needed for bleed settings. And then you go over here and you upload your file. This is just showing you an example. And then, excuse me. And then it will have a preview opportunity for you to see if there are any errors right away. And then after the preview opportunity here, it'll go in for review, and KDP will email you if you have any issues. And if you don't have any issues, then it will go live and you can have it available for the world to see. And you can also order author copies, which are less expensive. And so just for a shameless plug from my Etsy, this is where I have the PDF available for print. It's cheaper. Oh, and I have a sale going on right now. So you see this when I first upload it, you might get it for a little bit discounted. But if you wanted to be able to print the pages, to do them over and over and over again, like for the activity pages, or to just be able to look at it on your tablet or something instead of a physical copy, that's over here on my Etsy. And then I'm going to come over here and show you what it looks like on a PDF format. So you can just scroll through it like this to read it to your kiddo. Come down here to the coloring page and print. And then you can have a coloring page however many times you want, again and again. I'm going to show you one that my daughter did. And we did that on cardstock, and she painted it, and so that was really fun to do. So let me know if there's anything I didn't cover that you want me to cover in something else or on one of these books. Thank you for watching.